Episode 2, we haven't broken anything yet. I'd like to start the show off by acknowledging that Cole's jacket's too short. What happened, Cole?
We weren't going to bring this up. Like, Kesha hooked me up a new jacket. It was fitting real well, and I put it in the dryer. I'm not even going to stand up.
If Cole's mum's watching, please help him. Well, the Race Lab Fastest Lap leaderboard today is going to get hit from an 11-time motocross champion.
And we're also going to show you what really happened behind the build of the RX-7 before the show even happened. He thought it was easy. Well, you're going to see one heck of a roller coaster ride on this build.
I can tell you right now, Cole, never built a race car. But settle in, we're on tour with Repco. Let's find out what happened with the RX-7 build. The Mazda RX-7 Batmobile, forged in the 1980s in the heart of Mazda herself. The production of these cars, although built for the street, they had beautiful curves, and which makes this car elegant. With a short wheelbase, it was perfect to turn into an epic race car. Today I'm taking you on tour with Repco. We're going to look into what happened with the RX-7 and the build process. You got to see it on last week's episode where Cole and I battled for the Race Lab Fastest Lap. This car has had some challenges, and here's where it all began. At the track, where I nearly crashed it. And then, in my second race, the same day, I blew the engine. At that point, we were starting from scratch. With the show only 30 days before commencement, we were a little worried that we weren't going to make it. So we got the car, we took it straight to Race Lab. At that point, we needed to be done in 20 days. That is not a lot of time. The fabrication process started and they nailed it. It was a lot of work trying to fit in a Hollinger RD6 sequential gearbox. We're fitting in billet, EFI hardware throttle bodies. We're putting in a 3-rotor peripheral ported engine because we wanted it to be exciting. Imagine a Formula 1 car with a shotgun. We still wanted it to be safe, so we ran some Nixon 265 semis at the rear, 245 semis at the front. Now they're softer compound, which means when you're at the track, you can get more traction, more grip, which makes the car a whole lot more safer, and it makes it more comfortable for when the guests, especially the celebrities, are sitting in the car who have never done any race car driving before. Once the fabrication process was finished at Race Lab, we were off to ST High Tech, where my man Boomer was tuning the car. Everything was on song, sounding exactly how it should be. Until we went to the track. And this is where it just turned to shit.
Oh no. See, and this is what happens when Cole's running pit crew for me.
So we're driving the car, we're day one of testing, everything looked like it was going well. Bro, something's wrong with this car. Oil started breathing heavily out of the oil breather, and it was to the point that it started to sometimes sound like it was only running on 2 rotors. When we dismantled the engine, we realized that the rotors are being pushed against the opposing housing, causing heaps of damage. We weren't too sure what the problem was at that point, and we pulled in all our partners. So Chris Mann built the engine down in Hamilton, and at that point we just had him, we had the tuner, we had Race Lab, we were in one room, and we're just like, what's going on? We got Boomer to build the engine at ST High Tech. So we put the engine together, he was comfortable, we went back to the track. Exactly the same thing happened. I can see the fucking oil, bro.
No, but nothing's splitting up.
No, there is, it's heat. So now we can rule out any human error. This is a mechanical problem. We pulled the engine apart again and realised something's not right with the billet plate. We are way behind schedule now. We are very much coming close to film time, and we're behind. And this is what was stressing us out. So at the end of engine 2, I did the only thing that I could possibly think of doing, and I ripped apart my RX-4 engine and took the fat plate out of that. And we went back to standard OEM Mazda factory. And finally, the show could go back on. We're looking at a car that we've now built. We've got a 20B PP. It's fast, it's grunty, it does everything that it's supposed to do. We needed to go into testing with it. We're lucky enough that we had Greg Murphy that came and did some testing as well with us and ticked the box saying, this car is awesome. We finally got it to the point where it's mean. And the features of this car are epic. Hollinger RD 6 sequential gearbox, just plucking those gears, billet throttle body, 20B. From there, we have an external water pump. Cooling was a huge big thing. Rotaries have a tendency to always get hot, so we're running dual Phoenix oil coolers with a single Phoenix radiator. And the whole system is controlled by Elite 2500 Haltech ECU, which has saved our ass with this car because the data that it's pulling from the engine tells us everything that we need to know to keep the car safe. That was vital for the longevity and reliability of the car. And since then, it's on song. A 9-time New Zealand champion, motocross, 2 wheels, 1-time Australian champion, and let's just say, I'm a little bit nervous because it's our first celebrity that's not a pro driver.
It is too. The Race Lab Fastest Lap. Here's our man here, Cody Cooper.
What's up, Coops? How are you, bro?
Good. What's up, my man? Doing all right?
Yeah, great.
All right, let's just get this out of the way first. We've never had a motocross person in the car. Okay,
You're in for a good treat.
So just saying that.
Stay straight.
Do you see where he says it with the devilish look in his eyes? I'm just like, okay. Tell us a little bit about the motocross. Motocross season's obviously just come to an end. How'd that go?
Yeah, we just had our last round a couple of days ago. Ended up second. We shared the same amount of wins, so I'll take that. But yeah, no, it was a good season.
So obviously something super different. We have an extreme 3-rotor RX-7 with the old Hollinger gearbox in there. I'm pretty sure it's similar to the dirt bike. You just click the sucker up.
Have you actually done much driving before we go and do this?
Oh, lots in the ute, and you know.
This is going to be well. This is going to be real well. The anxiety on this thing is unbelievable.
Please, Coops, please don't wreck my car.
I do drive a van too.
Oh, he's got a van.
You know.
So it's got a pretty easy time to beat though, Mike.
It's at this point where I say, let's all check out Cody Cooper in the Race Lab Fastest Lap.
1 car, 5 practice laps, competing for the fastest lap. Hampton Downs is a fast-flowing track, heading down turn 1 at over 200 kilometres an hour. With a few tight bends, this track raises challenges. 2.7k of pure adrenaline. Who will take out the Race Lab Fastest Lap?
Obviously today we've got Cody Cooper here, so we're going to be excited to be able to put him into an RX-7 today and actually be able to find out how he goes on the track, which is going to be slow and nice. And you're not going to beat my time because guess who's going to be reading out your time?
You probably will.
Anyway, let's get strapped in and get the show underway. Hey, look at that. He did it slow. drifting. How was that? Hey, what do you reckon?
Oh, words I don't know what to say. It's unreal. It's got some power and yeah, steps out a bit.
That's what I was about to say. It was like the whole time, and my face was just like, you're very fast, and I'm just like, go into the bits, man.
That's the whole point of why we built this car. It's a thrill. The noise of the thing, you're probably thinking she's really ringing out.
It's a beast, all right. The van doesn't pull that hard. Actually, I felt like I wasn't ringing out enough, and then
Well, don't let him hear that, he'll freak out.
I revved it more, and it helped me change a little bit easier and change down. And
yeah, half the time he's just like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what? And then I'm yelling at him, and he's like, slowing down, like, is it okay? Is it okay? Anyway, let's get it underway. Let's get it underway. Here we go. Here's the times they're in. You did it in 1 minute. 15:4.
Hey, but let's be honest, there was 2 people in the car.
Ooh, yeah.
Might we add here, Mike's time was just Mike. So everyone...
You're just doing it to belittle my time. This isn't about me today, this is about Coops.
There's probably a second in that, so realistically...
I'm pretty happy.
This is about Coops. This is good. I think he did a great job.
I was happy I didn't end up in the kitty litter.
So now we have the Castrol Let's Go Drifting, where I'm going to throw you in our turbo V8 Safira, and let's go sideways, mate. We'll put some smoke out, let the hair down, have a little bit of fun.
Oh, can't wait.
One thing I love about this is bringing in guests. They've never even driven before, and they look at them, they get to go out, have a bit of fun, and build that experience. Cole's just showing off right now, and then Cody's about to go and hit it out on the track. Cole's just showing off now.
Alright bro, so before we kick this in the guts, we've got the safety switch. Make sure she's in neutral. So we'll just do a couple of those figure eights. Not going to piss around, then let's hit the track. Have a look underneath. There's a good oil mark or water mark around on the track. Is it the disc breathing?
Yeah, it is. No, it's leaking hard.
Pop the next one. Oh, bro, the bung's come out. Look in there. There's no bung in the side of the disc.
Oh my God! It might be over here.
So, as we've now just found, something super simple has happened. Obviously, the boys have redone the oil in the diff, and it has a nice little black bung. So we're all going to go for a walk around here and see if we can find it, because that bung's unscrewed and just popped out.
Cody, you're too hard on the gear, eh, mate?
Oh well.
That's all he's got.
And I'm just saying before, I'm like, it's so awesome to have guests come on and watch their improvement. That's all gone now.
Here we go.
Hey!
Fuck, no wonder they didn't do it up. It's a square.
Is it?
I don't know what that tool is.
No, it's just a normal socket. All right, let's ring Doors. Tell them we fixed the problem. Oh my goodness. Doors won't answer now, but what a simple fix.
Just here. Easy fix, mate. Good to go.
Hey, Lewis.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Now I've got dirty hands. It's hard being the talent director and also the head mechanic. Right, we're good to go.
like doing that.
All right, we can park it up here. We'll just have a little bit of a chat anyway. Then we can either talk about going onto the track or not.
Okay. Yeah, I'd be keen just to do a corner.
Yeah, we'll give number 1 corner possibly a go.
The tighter
Try
one
that
here.
3rd gear. Just remember when it, similar to that, more throttle you give it, the snappier it's going to snap out on you. But if you're feeling it,
Yeah,
you want to hit it?
Yeah.
Let's give it a whirl.
Straight in it.
Why not?
Right, he's absolutely done fantastic as far as doing 8s and donuts. So now we're putting him out on the track, and this is where the boys become men.
Start to turn it in. All right, we'll come in tighter here. As you come out, it'll start to dial angle out. You can just let it come out, and we'll straighten up. Adjust that out, do that twice, then we'll try to hook it.
Right, he's going to initiate into turn 1. Here we go. Oh, yeah, boy! Send it! He's in the grass. He's in the sand. He's in the grass and the sand, and he nearly hit the wall. Oh, my God. Oh, you did well, mate.
So awesome to see, bro.
Well done.
It's hard work. Hard though. Shit.
Hey, as long as you had fun, that's the main thing.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Oh, you're more than welcome, mate. Thank you for coming on the show. Oh my God, I got tingles from watching that. It was intense.
It was intense, eh? Coops picked it up really well. It's so cool to see him calm, collective, listen. That's something you don't do ever.
I'm sorry, what?
But it was cool, man. He was able to lay the throttle on smooth, started to get the feel of it. People do, you know, when you're trying to learn and you're not getting it, you go, nah, I've tried enough, but come on, one more, and then they always get it.
There's two things that annoyed me about this whole segment. First of all, one more day he probably would have been better than me. Not looking for a response back. And, and two, you actually did a very good job of teaching him. It was brilliant.
See, if you actually listened, you'd probably get better too, but...
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, once again.
Do you know who I'd love to see on the show? Now, honestly, I know we haven't done this yet, but I'm just thinking about it now, and after watching how incredible Coops did,
Yeah.
Greg Murphy and the...
Bro, That'd be a dream of mine to be able to get Murph on the show, you know? I'd love to be able to show him how to... Murph, you're out there. Has anyone got his number? Call us.
Yeah.
Dream come true.
Well, coming up, it's all about you. This is the Motor Hub Plays of the Week.
Who wants to light it up?